It's raining right now, and I can hear the thunderstorm. And this is so beautiful right now. The air feels so good, so light, and so much filled with positivity. Right now, you're going through a cycle which is difficult to express on its own. So, I'm here to explain you what the cycle is, what the cycles could mean in your life. I hope you get the message by the end of the video. Please try to watch it till the end and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the updates. So, if you're watching this before me, this is the sign that you need to hear these guidelines. This is to filter out people. This reading is more for everyone. So, people who are watching this before me, this is specifically targeted to you, and the informations that are coming through is very important and very centered to your self-love. So let's begin the reading. We have cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. This is the description they have given, but I'm going to tell you much more in a different way so that you get the whole understanding of this karmic cycle. A lot of people believe in karma and they interpret it as a different thing, and it has become something that is very stylish or just used in the sentences without actually knowing what it means. And here I'm trying to tell you the actual meaning and what it means for you. So karma is like just the work. That's what it means at core. And the energy, the results, the good things you do, the bad things you do, everything is karma. And there is a concept of reincarnation where all this karma is taken, balanced out, or something like that. And then you're gonna go through all these whatever the things you have accumulated, all these karma you have accumulated, and you're gonna go through things in the next life. So, and there are various ways they treat these concepts, but here right now we are talking about the cycles here. So this cycle could be about a person you love. Okay, since I'm focusing this deck solely on love, it could be self-love, and it could be about the person you're in love with. This is about your love. So let me tell you in a different aspect now. So let's take you have a characteristic of pleasing people or being swayed way too easily. This cycle will keep repeating in your life over and over again. Okay? This is something you did it on your own and you're not being able to get out of that cycle. You'll repeat this cycle. Why the cycle occurs is because you need to learn something. Learn and you need to enforce that in your life. If you have this people pleasing characteristic and people kind of use you to their own gain, this cycle will repeat on its own at certain time period of your life, and that depends on you. Okay, and right now one such cycle is appearing in your life. So first you need to figure out what the cycle is, what that karmic cycle is. Once you figure out the situation is occurring again to me, okay, let's say people getting bullied, okay, or rumors spreading around, and it could be many things. Okay, you failing at something, there could be some lesson, there is probably some lesson. Okay, maybe you're holding on too much to the output, you're only focusing on gaining that first place, not trying to enjoy the journey or not trying to actually be good at it, you're just aiming for the prize. It could be a scenario like that, and you'll keep failing until you understand what you need to learn about it. Once you get to know what your cycle is, what the cycle you're going to go through over and over again, what you did in the past, you're going to probably do it the same thing again. If you keep doing the same thing, the cycle will open up again. So, first find out what the cycle is about, then find out what you need to learn from that. Okay, once you try to learn from that, you can move on to actually taking actions that will incline that you actually understood what that means and you're willing to change. Once you take that certain actions, the cycle won't repeat itself. The cycle may appear again, but it will never affect you the way you think it did. And then it won't come up again. Maybe again, when you feel low, the cycle might show up, but it will not affect you. Unless you had a relapse, of course. This could be for some of you who are alcoholic, or some of you who have this pathological lying issues, so many issues or so many circumstances. Okay, this cycle, you need to find out what is that cycle for you. And whenever the cycle opens up, you can end it. That's one more beautiful thing about these karmic cycles. Okay, and something is going to start, that fresh new start. It's like, let's say, a hamster going in a circle, okay, going in that cyclic motion, and then you put it on a new path. You just take it and put it on a new path. Or if hamster chooses that different path, tries to roll away and get into the new path, what do you think is going to happen? A new beginning will unfold, that new journey will unfold. It will get away from that cyclic moment and it will come to this place where it feels very new. Even though it's not the first time that seeing the things, it was going to feel the beginning of something, something important, something that they thought never possible. That what cycles means. And we have challenges. Make a decision, work on your inner healing. This is absolutely the solution for all your cycles. This is represented as challenges. This is why, especially, I mentioned all the things, cyclic karma you go through. I did not mention cycles of prosperity. See, we have cycles of challenges. That's why that's why you need to put in more effort into the decisions you work on and put more healing into your life. These challenges are going to be reduced when you do this inner healing. When you heal yourself, you're going to see the task, the big bundle of challenge you have to into a very meager problem. To understand this situation better, it's like you have a fever and you try to go work. Work is a challenge in a way, and you are so tired. You have gone through a breakup now, and your mind is a mess, your body is a mess. And if you try to go and work, would you think it's going to feel like a challenge, or would you think it's going to feel like nothing? Of course, it's going to feel very challenging to work when you're tired, when your mind needs break and your body needs break. But when you finally, like, mm, when you're free, when you're feeling good, when you're happy, and when you know that after 2 days I'm gonna take, or after one day I'm gonna take a long weekend holiday, then you're gonna feel so refreshed to work that day. Or when you're feeling healthy in your mind and in your body, you're gonna feel that all the challenges may not seem as bad as they are. So they still could be the challenges, but it's not as bad as you think it is. And that was about the challenges. Yes, you have challenges. Yes, you're going through cycles. That doesn't mean luck is not on your side. I definitely feel like this is the time when you break free of these cycles, overcome these challenges, and go through this awesome period of time with luck. Luck being on your side is going to be the game changer, and how you're going to use it is up to you. And there's also sexuality here. You can see how the card is pointing out to male and female and the interconnection between it. And this is about the person who's going to come out of their shell. Someone is still figuring out themselves. This could be you or this could be your partner. It doesn't necessarily have to be about their gender. It could be about their gender, it could be about the aspects of being true to what you truly desire. Maybe in the sex or in anything else. This is you being honest, or this is you, your partner, figuring out things, what they like, what they don't like specifically. Even though you think like 100 times, you know yourself, you know what you like and you know what you don't like, some situation is gonna turn you upside down. To rethink the whole aspect, whether it was it's all in your head or whether the truth is that you change as you experience life and as you meet people, as you understand yourself better. I feel like there's no way, if you're not totally enlightened, and if you tell me I know about myself, I don't think anyone does. I do feel that I know everything about myself. I know how I'm gonna react. I know how I'm gonna feel. But that's not true because there's always a variable. There's always something. Sometimes we keep it hidden. So this is the card for you, asking you to come out of the shell and you trying to figuring out. And then we have this confession. Someone has to tell you something. Okay, come on. This could be about your partner, okay, who's coming clean about their sexuality. It could just be about being honest about what they want in a relationship or what they don't want in a relationship. This is them confessing to you, okay? This feels like more of an outside energy. And if you have something to confess, please do. Because sometimes when you have that peace and quiet, that it feels wrong to uh, disturb that quietness, but that is the best time to be a bit more of chaotic or confess things or get it over your chest. In this case, we have a confession here. Someone is trying to tell you about something. Okay. Maybe this could be about a friend who's trying to share their secret or tell you what they want. And it could be your partner trying to be more honest and prompt about the way they feel. It doesn't have to be negative. It could just be them being positive and honest and finally be able to share what they feel. And it's a beautiful journey. Instead of judging them, I would advise you to take into consideration what they're trying to tell you and try to understand if possible. If not, maybe tough time. Try to clear things up without letting them chew down. And this is the writing for you. Firstly, we went through about the cycles, the toxic cycle you're going through, and a little bit of challenges. This challenge could also be invoked through this confession and anything related to the sexuality. And yeah, that's going to open up this whole cycle. You might be in luck. That's why you're going to get to know this so much beforehand. And yeah, either way, this is a positive change. It's a change for sure, but if you try a little, you can make it into a positive change. Okay, you have this support, you have this yes card. Maybe if you want to try something new, there is your sign. Okay, if you want to confess something, there is your sign. Yeah, if you have a partner, I think you should share it to them too, to just for let them know, understand what this reading is about and what I'm trying to say and what could work out for both of you. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe to the channel and keep up with the readings to see what will unfold in the future.